I wonder what's on the tube.
Welcome back.
Thank you for being a friend.
What you talking about, Willis?
You are a meathead.
Nothing for you.
Don't touch that dial. It just has bunny ears, because what time is it, Jay?
Did you forget my name? It's time for Sitcom My Face. I'm Jay, that's Nick. And you know what? We're just gonna chit-chat today, aren't we, my friend?
Yes, we are. I think you've got some exciting updates.
Yeah, man, I spent a week in Hollywood. I'm orange because I have a orange light on. My camera's not fucked up. Don't freak out. It's Halloween time. I had to put on the orange bulb, so I feel cool.
Sweet.
And you were off. You were off last week, or you were gone last week as well, right?
Yeah, just got back yesterday from Florida, from St. Petersburg. We had a wedding, and we were there for a little vacation. Of course, my wife and I were sick for the beginning of it, but finally got over that crap, and we're back.
You're Florida man?
No. Yeah, I saw Florida Man down there. Oh
my god, what was Florida Man up to? Fucking sucking.
What is Florida Man not up to? That is the question.
Florida Man sucking bath salts up his ass, eating face. We know how it goes.
But no, we were down there. It was chill. We hung out with a lot of people for the wedding, and it was pretty cool. But not as exciting, I think, as what you wound up doing a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah, so spent a week in Hollywood. We actually stayed right there on Hollywood and Highland. So I've been to Cali twice. Both other times I was there, we stayed in Pasadena.
So you were going back to Cali.
Cali, yeah, as LL Cool J would say.
Yes.
I don't think so.
Good one.
So this time I really wanted to stay in the heart of it, right? So I was like, I want to stay right downtown Hollywood. Probably a terrible idea. Overrun by homeless people. Had to step over them every time you leave your hotel.
Ooh.
Of course, everything in downtown Hollywood is, 8 times more expensive than it should be.
I'm sure. I was surprised Florida was actually more expensive than it should be right now.
I believe that too. Florida man's driving up the prices of fucking over-the-counter crack. So yeah, we had the premiere of Deer Camp '86. They had Screamfest LA, which I guess I've been told is the longest-running horror film festival in America.
Really?
20-some years or something.
Nice.
And they do it right there at the Chinese Theater on Hollywood Boulevard, which I've been to.
Very cool.
I remember 2003. I was 16 years old. I don't know if I ever told you or not, but I'm a huge Halloween fan.
Mm-hmm.
We can touch on Halloween Ends here in a minute, but
yes.
So when I was 16 years old, they had a contest, and you were supposed to send in a video, and they were going to choose someone to be in Halloween 9. So I made a video, little fat 16-year-old Jay, had my coveralls on and my Michael Myers mask, and I was like, I love Michael Myers. I want to be in a Halloween movie. And out of everyone in the world, they narrowed it down to 50, and I was in it. And then from those 50, they narrowed it down to 25, and I was still in it. And I was like, oh my God, greatest day of my life. So they had a convention. That was the 25th anniversary of Halloween, the original Halloween. So they had a big convention in Pasadena. I was like, Mom, I'm going to this fucking convention. I'm going to be in Halloween 9, bitch. You watch. Well, we got there. They drew a name out of a hat out of those 25. And but still, one of the greatest times of my life. I met a lot of people involved with the franchise, super into the franchise. So I remember, though, we went on a tour of Hollywood, and I was standing outside of the Chinese Theater with my buddy, and I was like, one day I'm going to have a movie here. God damn it.
Hey,
It took
hey,
me
hey.
20 years, but I freaking did it. I did.
Woo!
20 years later, finally got to go back to Hollywood on somebody else's dime and fucking go see a movie that I starred in at the Chinese theater. And I got to say, it was one of the most magical weeks of my life. Probably, honestly, the best week of my life.
Oh my God, that is so incredible. Like the fact of it's like, yeah, I'm gonna have a movie that premieres here. It's like, oh.
It took way too long, but I did it. All right.
Jay, what are tonight's lottery numbers?
4, 4, 4. Wait, how's the lottery work? 4. So, yeah, it was actually amazing. But, yeah, so we stayed right there in Hollywood Highlands, and we basically spent 3 days. Only one day we really had anything to do that we were supposed to do, the premiere.
Mm.
So the other days we just kind of walked around Hollywood and hung out, and I sent you a pic. We went to, like, the Mel's Diner out there and had lunch at the Hard Rock, and just kind of we went to Universal Studios one day, which wasn't that far from there. I've been on the tour before, I mentioned that.
Mm-hmm.
So we went on the tour again, and not much has changed.
I was going to ask how different, like from last time.
My buddy was pissed because Jaws they're redoing the Jaws attraction on the tour. So
they already took it out down in Florida too, the Universal down there.
I think they're putting it back. They're just upping it, updating it or something, because he was still there. The lake was just drained, and you could just see the shark sitting there, like, real sad.
What am I doing? What am I doing?
Guys, come on now.
This isn't funny.
What was cool, sitcom related though, which I didn't realize,
Mm-hmm.
was the whole back area where a lot of the old, I think they called it Little Europe or something, the back lot area,
Mm-hmm.
was all done up still from A Good Place, which they shot that show back there.
Oh, very
So The
cool.
Good Place sets
Very,
were
very
all there.
forking cool.
Yeah, which is a show I'm sure we'll get to here eventually.
Oh, definitely. I think one of the, as far as modern sitcoms,
Mm-hmm.
very well done.
Yeah, like I said, I think I watched the first 2 seasons, but they were fucking awesome, so I will
Yeah.
finish it. And I have the Blu-ray somewhere, so I got to finish that, and we'll talk about that show. So it was cool to see that, and it wasn't really a lot changed. We wanted to go on the Horror Nights mazes and stuff, but
Mm-hmm.
they were sold out when we got there.
Oh God, I can imagine.
Apparently, you got to buy them months in advance, and we didn't realize that.
Mhm.
But we went around the park and stuff too. But the cool thing was, we got to see what are Universal's big horror things this year: Halloween, Michael Myers, and Chucky. Were everywhere.
Ah, there we go.
Everywhere you went, they had Michael Myers and Chucky, which was cool. And they actually had in the store, right when you walk into the park, they have a big Universal store. And they had a bunch of the dolls from, like, Seed of Chucky.
Okay.
So I don't know if they were screen used or not, but they looked like they were.
Oh wow.
So that was cool. Yeah, I bought a Michael Myers Universal Horror Nights hat. That's cool.
Very cool.
So one of my main goals when I went out there, though, is because I'm such a Halloween fan, was like, my movie's showing at the Chinese theater. Like, Halloween Ends is coming out like the day before.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, the premiere is gonna be out there somewhere. So
yeah.
Flying into LA, we landed. We hit the hotel, dropped our shit off, and hit the boulevard. We're like, all right, let's see what we can see. As soon as we walk up to the Chinese theater that night before my screening, we see Halloween Ends premiere all over the fucking building, and we were like, oh shit.
Oh, nice.
And we were like, wait, is it happening like
right there
before our shit?
Mm-hmm.
We missed it.
Oh.
The day we landed, we were like, fuck.
Damn.
And I only knew that because I saw Jamie Lee's Facebook thing start posting photos, and I'm like, fuck, we missed it. So we go to our premiere. I gotta say, thank you to all the beautiful goth girls who told me how amazing I was after our screening.
Nice.
A kink I didn't know existed inside of me, but
It's like a newfound.
tell daddy all about it. I was like, I like Hollywood. So they
Was
were
this
like,
part of your premonition also 20 years ago?
No. Just a magical surprise. So I was told that we're having an after party. I don't know if you're familiar with the Roosevelt, but it's a famous Hollywood hotel right across the street from the Chinese theater, base kitty corner. They're like, yeah, go to the Roosevelt, go upstairs, and you have this nice little lounge, like an old-fashioned Hollywood lounge, bowling alley and shit up there on the top floor. Like, oh shit.
Damn.
So we're in there hanging out and chit-chatting, and I'm talking to the producer. He's telling me this. I told you before we recorded. I don't know if I should say it on air, but someone from television history, who as a show we definitely will cover.
Television royalty, we'll even call it.
Somebody requested a private screening in their home of our movie, and it blew my fucking mind because I was like, what? It's someone that I've always loved, and it is definitely a show we will cover, the star of a show we will cover.
Right. Definitely. Yeah, like if you're doing sitcoms, one of the sitcoms we will be doing is, they are the star.
This man, I think a lot of people idolize, and the fact that he even he saw a trailer of our movie and wants to watch it, I could die happy right now.
Yeah, just that. It's like, oh, I enjoyed that trailer. Yeah, get me a private screening.
Yeah, I was like, what? Like I said, I think 2 people told me before I even believed it. I was like, no.
Now, was this part of your premonition?
No, never in a million fucking years. So we're having that conversation, and I think that was the first person who told me. So I think it was the producer, chit-chatting about that, and in walks a very tall, bald man in a suit. And I'm like, wait a minute. And I kind of got a good look at him, and I was like, holy shit. And I was like, do you guys know who that is? And they all go, no. That was a good catch. You're welcome. My mouse almost flew away. I was like, that's fucking James Jude Courtney. Do you know who James Jude Courtney is?
Wait. James Jude Courtney. Why do I know that name?
He is Michael fucking Myers in the new Halloween trailer.
Oh, shit. Okay, so that's why.
They had their premiere the night before,
but he was hanging around.
I bet you he was fucking staying at the Roosevelt.
Oh, nice.
So he comes in, and I was like, holy shit. And I go to my director. I was like, bro, Michael Myers just crashed your after party. And no one believed me. No one fucking believed me. Get this shit, though. I'm wearing my sports coat over a Michael Myers t-shirt.
Oh, God.
So I was like, bro, trust me. I know my fucking Michael Myers. And I had actually met him at Grand Rapids Comic-Con, I think like 2018 when that first film came out.
Mm-hmm.
So I was kind of, I was like, oh, the fuck is Michael Myers? And I was trying to like work out. I was drinking. So I was like, I'm going to go up there and maybe he'll sign my shirt. I'm sure should I go up there. I was like, Mr. Courtney? And I just held my shirt out. And he goes, oh, man. And he signed my Michael Myers t-shirt I was wearing.
Damn.
So, and then on top of the movie premiere and being a huge Halloween fan, and then this fucker walks into dude, I was on cloud 9.
I can only imagine. Holy crap.
And them telling me who requested a private screening of our movie. Like,
right.
I could die right now, Nick. And
hey, don't forget the goth girls.
Goth girls. It was funny. I was at the bar, and one of them, I don't even know who she was. She must have been with somebody somebody on the movie or something. I was at the bar, and I'm ordering my second drink. $20 a cocktail in Hollywood, by the way.
Oof.
Not strong. Not a worth it $20, but so I'm ordering my drink, and as I'm getting tapped on the shoulder, as I turn around, that finger goes right in my fucking drink.
Oh.
I turn around and I see this gorgeous fucking girl. And I was like, hey. She goes, oh my God, I'm so embarrassed I put my finger in your drink. And I was like, no. Usually I pay extra for that. Yeah, it was magical. It was a magical evening. Yeah, that's the big thing is where's this going to end up? You can watch the trailer. It's on YouTube now. One of the other actors in the film put it up. So, yeah, if you look up Deer Camp 86, I think it's under Scream Fest trailer, but It'll be at a bunch more places. If you're in Dublin, Ireland, there you go. I wish they'd fly me out to that one. Shit.
Oh, that would be a nice place to
Take
go
a
for a
vacation
screening.
to go to fucking Dublin, Ireland. Shit.
Yeah, do they have any good beer out there? I'm wondering.
If you're anywhere near Michigan, we're doing a screening in Manistee at the Vogue on November 4th.
Excellent. For all those
7
out
p.m.
there listening, please make it out.
Yeah, so I can't wait. The good things are happening. I've been told that they want to do more with us. They're enjoying what's happening with this film, so there's more to come.
Mm-hmm. Very
So,
cool.
yeah, should be good.
But perhaps we have a franchise on our hands?
Well, I hope so.
There we go.
Oh my god.
That would be freaking out. And again, it's been nice knowing you, Jay, before you become famous here.
I can't do the princess wave very well. wrist elbow.
But no, but that's real. And like all these other things sound incredible, but like once that screening was over and audience reaction, how did it make you feel? I'm just
literally on cloud 9. Like everything it was like everything just accumulated over those 4 days or whatever that I was there, learning all the things that were happening behind the scenes of the movie, them telling me that we need you here because we have people we need you to meet.
Mm-hmm.
That's amazing to me. Like,
and you guys at the Screamfest, you wound up winning a couple of awards.
We won award for, I believe, best special effects.
Nice
for the film. I think that's the only one we won there, but I think that's a pretty big one for Screamfest LA. So.
Right. Being that you had brought it up, do you want to? You've now seen Hollywood Ends. Not Hollywood. How about Halloween? Not Hollywood Ends.
Yeah.
Hollywood Ends is a totally different thing. That's about an earthquake or something, I think. But yeah, Halloween Ends.
Yeah.
What is your take? I have not seen yet, but you
So
as
spoiler-free take?
What's that?
So spoiler-free take?
Yeah, can you give us a spoiler-free take? I know for those that want a little more spoilers, you're going to be on another pod soon.
I actually, on our feed, I put up, last week I recorded an episode with my buddy Amanda. She just started a new streaming podcast on her Twitch. So she's calling it Scream Stream.
Oh.
If you want to find her on Twitch or YouTube, Amanda Plays 93, all one word and the number 93. So I'm actually going to be on there Thursday again. We're talking about the James Whale Universal Monsters movies. Mm-hmm. So we're doing Frankenstein, Bride of Frankenstein, and The Invisible Man. But I did put up our Halloween Ends episode on our podcast stream. So if you're watching this on YouTube, go to our podcast feed. You could find that episode. If you want to know my deep spoiler,
the spoilery version. But for our listeners here, like not listening to that one per se, what would you say? How does Halloween end?
I'm very glad that I met James Jude Courtney again before I watched this movie.
Okay.
I honestly, I don't know if you know how much I hate Rob Zombie's Halloween movies.
Right. No, you've told me before.
This is worse than those.
Ooh! Ow! That's pretty bad.
David Gordon Green, who did the new 3, the director,
mm-hmm.
he even put out a statement, and he said something like,
"Oops, my bad."
No, I wish. I really wish. He said something like, people were like, wait, we came here for this is not really spoilers, but it's not a fucking finale to the series. It is for about 5 minutes. That's about it.
Okay.
The last 5 minutes of the movie gives you the end of the franchise. The rest of the movie is a completely different, new bullshit story that no one gives a fuck about. And he put out a statement saying something like, "Oh yeah, we never intended to do an all-out brawl ending to this."
With Jamie Lee and
Why? Why didn't you
Wow.
intend to do that?
with Laurie Strode and Michael. Wow.
I wanted to walk into this movie and go, "Hey, what do I want to see? I want to see 90 fucking minutes of Laurie and Michael
Going at it. Just.
fucking. He killed your fucking daughter, bitch."
Mm-hmm.
And the end, I don't know if it's the theatrical ending or maybe the unrated ending, but either way, she's like, "I'm coming for you, Michael." This movie cuts 4 years later. She's like,
I guess I'm coming for you.
I forgot about him. I'm just gonna live my life.
I'll get around to it someday.
You remember how in 2018's Halloween, he had been incarcerated for 40 years,
Mm-hmm.
and she lived in a fucking shack that was full of traps and rigged to explode because she was so fucking terrified. This one, he's on the loose, and it's only 4 years later. She's like,
Wow.
I'm just gonna live my life and see what happens.
Okay.
What?
All right. So we're kind of going against everything that.
And they introduce a new character,
Mm-hmm.
this Corey character, who's the star of the movie. Jamie Lee, not the star. Her
Wow.
granddaughter, not the star. Michael Myers, not the star. The whole movie's about him. Michael
Ugh.
Myers, I think Michael Myers shows up around 45 minutes to an hour into the movie.
Oh my God. Okay. I have to ask. What do you know? What the audience score has been for this movie? I'm just very
You
curious.
know what? Let me look real quick.
Given everything that you've told me here.
Let's take a look at old Rotten Tomatoes here.
Yeah,
I am curious.
yeah, because I'm sure the cinema score, from the critics, maybe on the less than because usually they're not very big on horror to begin with.
Well,
But
that's the thing is,
you never know.
There are people who are like loving this movie, but you know who they aren't? They are not Halloween fans.
Got it.
Yeah, like people who are not super fond of the franchise are loving this thing, and it's like, okay, I understand that, but I came to see a Michael Myers movie.
Mm-hmm.
Looks like it's at a 41% and a 57 audience.
Wow, that high, given what you've told me. Yeesh.
Mm-hmm.
What? Well, okay, here's one to... Being that you said, you were looking for Michael Myers, you're looking for Laurie Strode, and, the way everything's handled, how would you rate it versus the other one that we would say was the standalone of the original series, Halloween 3, Season of the Witch?
Halloween 3 is better. This is the lead.
Okay.
This is the worst Halloween movie, in my opinion, in the entire franchise.
Wow, okay.
And I don't like the Rob Zombie movies. But at least, you know what? At least those were fucking Michael Myers movies. I was like, when the fuck is my boy gonna show up in this fucking movie? And
Wow.
I don't think it's a spoiler. Michael Myers is a bitch in this movie.
Oh, no.
He's a bitch. He's a weak, old bitch.
Ugh.
Did you watch Halloween Ends, right? Or Halloween Kills, right?
Kills, yeah, but not ends.
You
yeah,
remember what a fucking beast he was in that fucking movie?
So what happened in 4 years that all of a sudden he's, Halloween 3, Halloween Ends, Season of the Bitch.
Well, that's funny because they try to draw a lot of parallels to 3. Like even the opening font is the Halloween 3 font.
Oh, okay.
The blue letters. This movie is actually it's more Christine than it is Halloween, and that was apparently their intention. Is remember Arnie Cunningham?
Yeah.
Corey's last name in Halloween Ends? Cunningham.
Oh my God.
So they tried to remake a whole different John Carpenter movie.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. If you watch it, you let me know. Maybe next episode what you think. But I fucking hate the movie. I think it's stupid.
Gotcha.
I think it makes no sense. And it's not the conclusion I wanted or think that anybody really wanted.
Probably not. And,
Especially when you built up to it for 2 other movies.
yeah, I don't think. Yeah, I'm surprised at, given what you're saying, and especially as a Halloween head that you are, that it even got 57% audience. That this sounds like ooh.
This is the most divisive movie in the entire franchise.
Wow.
There are people who are saying, "Oh, I love it. I was sick." If you are someone who watches horror movies and you don't like the same shit over and over again, I kind of do. If I go to a Halloween movie, what do I want to see? Michael Myers killing fucking teenagers or whatever. That's what I want.
Right.
If you're sick of that and you don't want to see more of that, this might be the movie for you, because it is not that.
It's almost like saying too, like kind of like, okay, the Nightmare on Elm Street. Every Nightmare on Elm Street is Freddy Krueger, and like it's like saying, oh, okay, Nightmare on Elm Street. Oh, but it's not on Elm Street, and it has nothing to do with nightmares, and Freddy's not here. It's like,
right.
Huh?
Well, and not to mention, I don't feel like it's my fault, because you showed me the previews, Universal, and all those previews were, oh, Michael versus Laurie battle to the death.
Yeah. Nothing like that, huh?
That's 5 minutes of the movie, sure.
Yeah, wow. Very disappointing. Yeah, being that you're talking also, as you were saying, the old Universal, like the whale films there, the Frankenstein, those. If you want something that gives you that taste, actually check out the film that was put out on Disney Plus, which, like, is like Disney Plus, Universal Horror, what?
Something good?
Yeah, it's actually Werewolf by Night. It's actually a Marvel, property, but the director is actually normally a composer. This is like his directorial debut. Michael Giacchino. It's not really like, oh, okay, we have to keep this in the Marvel Cinematic Universe type of thing. It was really more of an homage, I would say, style-wise, the old Universal horror movies. I think you'll dig it.
I love the old ones. Actually, watching Frankenstein last night again, I don't think I've watched that one in quite a while. It's not my favorite of the bunch.
Mm-hmm.
But did you ever notice? Okay, so it's based on the novel by who, Nick?
Mary Shelley.
Do you know what it says in the movie?
No.
The opening, how back then they had the credits in the beginning of the movie.
Oh, right.
It says based on a novel by, not Mary Shelley, but Mrs. Percy B. Shelley. So it credits her husband. It credits her as her husband's wife.
Wow.
How fucked up is that?
That's pretty rude. Damn.
That just shows
I
you
never
back
realized that. Holy shit.
I was like, what? Yeah, back then they're like, we can't credit a woman with this. Let's credit her as Mrs. Percy B. Shelley.
Holy crap.
And I was like, and then I got real confused for a minute, because it has the credits in the beginning for the cast as well.
Yep.
And it said the monster ? And I was like, wait, is Boris not credited here? And then at the end, it has the credits again, the cast.
Yeah.
And it says a good cast is worth repeating. And then it says Boris Karloff is the monster.
Ah, okay. Okay.
But in the beginning, it just had a question mark, and I was like, But yeah, she don't get no fucking credit. Mrs. Percy B. Shelley.
Damn, that's pretty horrible. I never realized, like, it's been a while since I've actually watched the, the original Universals. You'll catch me a lot of times more watching the the Abbott and Costello, Meet Frankenstein, the Wolfman and Dracula, that one. Which
is funny, because we're gonna watch. I gotta watch Bride of Frankenstein again too.
Mm-hmm.
And doesn't that open with the whole Mary Shelley scene, right?
I believe so.
Like, it's her and her husband, like, people playing them, I think.
I believe, portraying.
So I wonder if that was their way of, like, sorry.
Oops, our bad.
We're going to put you as a character in the movie as yourself or whatever, but...
and at the end of the movie, Yeah, the monster turns to the screen and says, "Oh yeah, by the way, if you make the mistake, you can call me Frankenstein as well. Thanks, everyone."
Yeah. That's gonna be the first thing out of my mouth when we do her show. I'm gonna call him Frankenstein. Fuck you. I don't care. Frankenstein's monster shit.
I love a lot of people. There's like an ongoing gag also on the one pod I listen to, the Flophouse, about the whole thing. The doctor is Frankenstein, the monster is, but like making fun of that whole thing. And a lot of people have posted like it's like the last page of the novel of Frankenstein. It's like, oh, and by the way, yeah, I as the monster, you can call me Frankenstein. It's like, oh,
well,
okay.
I was confused too because I thought it was he Victor? But in the movie they call him Henry. Is he Henry Victor or something?
Victor Frankenstein is the mad scientist, the doctor.
But they call him Henry more in the movie than Victor. And there's another Victor.
Weird, huh?
There was it the wife's friend was also a Victor? So I was like, because they call Dr. Frankenstein, they call him Henry a lot, and then he's credited as Henry Frankenstein.
Okay, I really gotta like look back because like
rewatch it again.
It's one of those like
everything I knew was fucking wrong.
It's one of those freaking Mandela effects. It's like, wait, hold on, did I watch that right?
So I was like, is he Victor Henry or Henry Victor then? Or I was so confused.
Oh no. It's like doing the old Lou Ferrigno Incredible Hulk. It's like David Bruce Banner. It's like he never had the name David in the comic books. Where'd this come from?
We told people not to fucking die, or we lost someone.
Oh yeah, we just lost what's his name? James. What the hell's his name? He was on also recent sitcom too. Call Me Cat. What the hell's his name?
I don't know who you're talking about, but are you talking about Leslie Jordan?
Yes, Leslie Jordan. Sorry. I don't know why.
James, we lost another one?
No. I'm thinking I'm thinking Jordan, and I don't know why I turned it into James, but yes, Leslie Jordan. Yes.
Leslie Jordan, dead at 67. Little white-haired guy. We covered Raising Hope. I know he was on a few episodes of Raising Hope. Did we watch any of the ones with Reverend Bob? I don't remember if we did.
I don't think we did any of the, like, as far as the ones that we picked to watch. I don't think
the ones where they went on like the marriage retreat. He was the Reverend on those episodes. I know I watched those in our rewatch. I don't remember if you did or not.
Not yet.
He was in.
Well,
Jason,
I know
he was in a Jason movie.
Oh, what was it? Friday 13. Which one was it? It was. Crap. I'm trying to remember which one now. Fuck.
Jason Goes to Hell. The final Friday.
Okay, it was the Goes to Hell. I'm like, it wasn't Takes New York or whatever, and it wasn't Jason in Space. Okay.
He was in the restaurant scene when they all get fucked up in the restaurant.
Okay.
He gets put in the fryer, I believe.
Damn. Well, I thought you said he was a priest. Oh, I'm sorry. He's actually a friar.
I hate you.
Oh, but by the way, if you want to see like a crazy restaurant scene or actually diner scene, like with some messed up things, I don't know if you've ever read Neil Gaiman's Sandman.
Never read any of Neil Gaiman.
Well, check out the Netflix Neil Gaiman's Sandman. Wow. There's a lot of blood in this diner after a while. I would definitely recommend it. Like the series, I would definitely recommend. I did read the Sandman years ago, but wow.
That's the same one from Spider-Man 3?
Nope, different guy, and it's not the
Thank
guy.
God.
Wasn't the guy? Bring Me a Dream, make him the cutest that I've ever seen. It wasn't that one either.
And right back to Halloween. That song I think opens Halloween 2, right?
2, I think, yeah. Mr.
And H2O, I believe.
Oh God, I forgot about that one.
I can't wait for you to watch that shitty fucking movie. Anyway. Clerks 3. We can finally talk about Clerks 3.
We can finally talk about Clerks 3 because you have finally seen it.
I went to the convenience tour, came here to Grand Rapids. Actually, I flew back. I got back super late Friday night that week, and then my show was Saturday night. So
hopefully you got some rest in between.
I was at the show like, gotta stay awake. But no, well, you tell me your thoughts on Clerks 3 real quick.
Okay, but my thoughts on Clerks 3 were, I think I was quite surprised actually the direction that Kevin went in. That okay, your beginning and such is definitely more the standard Kevin humor. I will say this though, I got a little tired of Elias's costume changes.
That was his idea.
Yeah, apparently it was. But you know what? If he went a couple of times, it would have been funny. But yeah, it was just like after a while, it's like, okay, come on. Yeah, him and what was Bitcoin? It's like the two of them. It was just like, okay, we could cut a little of that. But yeah, Dante and Randall, like the interplay there was quite good. The as he's writing things and you're here like it's like 37 and like those pieces, it's like, and the fact of Kevin brought back most of the people, the other people that were in the convenience store and video store from back then.
Yeah, right. Yeah, too bad Caitlin or whatever was dead, because that would have been interesting to.
Yeah,
I'm sure
Spooner,
she would have played
Lisa
into some way.
Spoonhour.
And she was married to him for a while.
To Jeff Anderson.
Weird. Did
But,
they meet on that movie, or did they meet before
yes,
that?
I believe they had met on that movie.
If you don't know, people, if you watch Clerks, the Caitlin character in real life was married to Jeff Anderson, who plays Randall, which in the movie she's with Dante, kind of.
Yeah. Yeah, like an ex-girlfriend of Dante.
So if you see the trailer, you pretty much know what Clerks 3 is about. There is quite a twist at the end.
Yes, and I will
Should we
say
spoilers. Do we want to discuss it real quick? Spoilers.
Okay, spoiler people. Spoilers. Run to the hills. Run for your life.
Clerks 3 spoilers. Go.
Okay. Well, like I really enjoyed. Like I thought Brian O'Halloran did an awesome job of Dante giving his last monologue. Last, as in last, and I liked the touch of him watching the movie of his life. And then Becky, who was, as we find out at the beginning of the movie, died. That she's joining him watching the movie. So yes,
that is one thing that kind of bothered me, honestly. So yeah, like you said, as soon as Dante gets to the store, we learned that Becky has died by seeing like a
little newspaper clipping obituary.
Yeah. So he says that he did that because she's too expensive and he couldn't get her long enough to.
Oh, Rosario.
But, yeah.
Oh, wow.
But also she did a good amount in the movie.
Yeah.
Like, she's in a good 4 scenes or something.
Yeah.
Why did she have to be dead for those scenes? She could have just been.
Yeah.
In 4 scenes.
Right.
Alive.
Yeah. If you had to limit the time, you could have done the same type of thing, except not have her dead.
Right. And I think that, honestly, that would have been a little bit better, but I think they really wanted you to feel for Dante and really build up where this movie was going. But that could have been even more poignant if he left a child behind.
True. But, and
then it would really, maybe Randall could step up and be Uncle Randall. And I don't know. I think there was a little more possibility there for me. I loved the movie because I love all these characters and I love his humor. But for me, yes, you mentioned the Elias shit. That did get very old.
Yes.
And it was almost like I loved Elias so much in Clerks 2.
Oh, yeah.
And this stuff in Clerks 3 really just made me feel like they had nothing for him.
Yeah, but you know what? Part of it, like the whole thing where he calls upon Jesus to smite Dante to smite Randall for saying, and then that in at the hospital, he gives himself to Satan to bring Randall back to life, and it's like, make me your concubine. That shit was funny.
Which is funny, but it doesn't feel true to Elias either.
Right. But that stuff was funny, but the follow-ups on it, where he becomes ultra goth and just like, more and more so and more so, it's just that part of it got old. But
at our Q&A, he said that was part of Elias's idea. The actor was like,
Trevor Furman.
What if this? What if that? He's like, wait, you want to have a different fucking wardrobe and look every scene, and they just did it. Which, I mean, they were funny looks, but at the same time, it doesn't really add anything to it. It just goes,
right.
Okay, moving on.
Yeah, it literally was like a, it didn't need to be.
It literally made me go, you didn't have anything written for him. So, like, a quick visual gag is all his personality is. It's like when someone has no personality, so they're like, oh, I'm going to dye my hair pink. And that's my personality trait.
Yeah. But I enjoyed all the other characters that we were accustomed to, such as, like, I loved, Jay and Silent Bob. I loved Silent Bob's whole, he became the cinematographer, like, that was outstanding. and then Jade, the fact of, like, and it was the truth from when they filmed the original Clerks. It's like, I can't have someone watching me.
Right, that whole scene where he's got to dance and he's like, go
Yeah.
inside. Yeah. Yeah, and that's the thing is, I wonder if people who don't know all the behind-the-scenes shit are going to enjoy this movie as much. They're going to be like,
Right. I still think if you were not necessarily a Clerks fan to begin with, like if you came in like cold, I think it's still an enjoyable, and you get a bit of, like, Kevin puts enough there to, it's like, okay, so Dante's this guy that's basically it's hard luck Dante, and hey, he lost like his girlfriend, wife, and and child, and he like, and then finally at the end realizes that, hey, this life was pretty good, but it's my time now, and on it's like in his whole like right after that monologue, which was, like, again, I really enjoyed. I thought was like
Salsa shark. It's cool. It's always cool seeing the same, like, they're redoing all the scenes that we know from the first movie. I am kind of sick of movie within a movie movies.
but I will say,
and Kevin Smith does it all the fucking time.
But I will say, this was the most like meta that you could have done. It's like, okay, it's a movie within a movie about the making of a movie within a movie. Wait, what?
We had in our screening, it was funny because Dante, when he collapses at the end,
yeah,
someone in the audience screamed, "This motherfucker killed Dante!" And when the movie was over and Kevin comes out, he goes, "Well, you're the first audience to scream that." Like, he was like, you're the first. He goes, "I think you're the first audience that caught on so early what the hell was about to happen." But I don't know. If this is the last one, I like it.
Yeah, and I hope, as the Clerks trilogy, that it is. I hope we stop on this one. I think it was well done for that.
The only good thing is he plays like 5 different Hicks characters, so he can always come back as some
Brian has plenty of Hicks brothers to
Gil Hicks or whoever the fuck he could come back as.
Mm-hmm.
So at least he still gets to probably play in some way or be the ghost of.
Yes, well, like at the screening that I went to, Kevin was saying, "Hell, look what we did with Becky." It's like, if she can freaking Obi-Wan, who says that Dante can't? Yeah. But at the same point, I hope he doesn't go that direction. If he wants to do nods to things with other View Askew-universe movies, that's cool. But as the Clerks franchise, I think you
do any more.
You close the book on this one.
Yeah, that's how I felt too. I was like, you know what? It wasn't the strongest in the franchise for me. I think it's the least effective of the three, but it does seem to be what he wanted to do. And someone asked him in our Q&A about, like, why did you do that? And he went on this whole spiel about, well, this was always my intention. He goes, I wanted to kill Dante in the first Clerks.
Right, which we know.
Which is the original ending. If you watch the Clerks X DVD, I think it has the extended version of it.
Yep, I got that one.
Which, that was another inside joke, because the gunman in Clerks 3 is the actual same guy, right?
Yeah, cousin Johnny.
Shoots him in the original Clerks ending. So, I mean, but then he goes on to talk about, he kind of made it like a metaphor for his father, is what he was kind of saying. So.
Yeah, and one of the other things that at the screening that Kevin was talking about, it's like, he fancied himself. He thought himself when he started the franchise and that he was Dante. We were watching him as Dante. That's the avatar of Kevin. But he always wanted to be Randall, and by the end of this one, he's Randall. Based on the happenings that. He always fancied himself. He wanted to be Randall, and by the end, he puts himself as the analog. Like Randall's his analog.
Yeah.
So, no, I definitely enjoyed it. It definitely has heart. Pun intended too. But
yeah, there was so many scenes though where I was like, oh, it's about to be super great. Like when they go to the movies and they're like breaking into the movies and they get everyone stoned and they're sneaking in with the donkey.
Oh my God, yeah,
but then like Dante has like a breakdown and he runs away and you're like, oh,
damn, yeah.
Like, I felt like you were building what could have been hysterical moment, and then
and I loved what's her name, Kate Micucci was was Mooby like dancing around stoned.
Which makes you go, was that the same movies they went to in Reboot? Because that's where she works?
Right.
I don't know if the geography works because they were on their way to Hollywood, but...
Right. Yeah, so yeah. Which movies are we at?
She got transferred to the other movies.
There we go. Cross country.
Was there any good Q&A questions on yours that he answered?
I'm trying to think of how many questions were actually asked because, as we know, also, as we know, Kevin can go on, but I
was holding up. His assistant was holding up the signs.
Yep.
And she got to like the crying emoji.
Yes. It's like, Kevin, you're over. You're now this far over.
Get the fuck out of here.
But I also enjoyed as far as their appearance in the movie, Marilyn Giliadi as Veronica. I thought she actually made a nice cameo as well.
They fuck in the car. There actually a lot of great cameos in the audition scenes.
Oh, the auditions were funny as hell. But
also from Halloween, old Tommy Doyle there from the Halloween Kills showed up. What's his fucking name?
But
Anthony Michael Hall.
Yes.
Why the fuck was he in there? Where the fuck is he somehow involved with Kevin, or I don't know.
I don't know.
How the fuck did he end up in there?
Yeah, that was a little bit of there were a couple of things in there. I was like, oh wait, that one because of the I was like, oh yeah, Melissa Benoist because of Kevin directed Supergirl episodes. Okay, all right, okay, yeah, Justin Long. Okay, it's like, oh, by the way, I loved the early hospital pieces with Randall, with what's her name? Oh God, I'm short
Amy Sedaris.
Amy Sedaris as the doctor. That was great, and Justin Long.
Yeah. Justin Long's always.
Oh, he was so great. It's like, yeah, I need a little more privacy. He just moves the curtain a little bit.
That was one of Kevin's remarks after the movie, and he said he was talking about somebody, and he goes, "If you want to ruin your career, be in a Kevin Smith movie. Just ask Justin Long." But apparently he's one of the screenings. Someone said he's discussing Tusk 2.
Yes, I did hear that.
I was like, what?
I did hear that it has been mentioned. It's like, huh?
I don't know if I need that, but
it's after Tusk. But
Yeah.
one other thing I will say on my trip back home, I forgot to bring earbuds for the plane ride, so I did something different. I was watching some TV shows with the closed captioning on.
They didn't
And-
give you earbuds?
On the way back, we did JetBlue, and I don't know, they either didn't give them, or it was one of those things you probably had to pay an extra thing for.
United gave me free
Yes,
earbuds on all 4 of my flights.
yeah. Flying out, United was giving away the earbuds. Coming back, we took JetBlue, and they didn't do so. So I turned on the closed captioning, and I was actually watching MASH, like early MASH episodes with closed captioning. I'm like, oh my god! Even with closed captioning, this is still a good show. This. I'm like, I can hear the actors and actresses, like their cadence, their take on these characters, just reading the closed captioning. So it's like at some point we definitely have to hit MASH.
Yeah. So, what did we watch? Oh, I watched the Bob's Burgers movie on one of my flights.
What'd you think of that one? I don't. Have you watched the show?
I love the show. The movie was
I love the show too. I thought the movie was
average.
good. Yeah, exactly. That's the best way to put it. It was good, not great. And I think they would have been better suited to really just kind of, if you wanted to do a 2-parter thing instead of like a whole movie, because, like you said, average. It could have been cut down and made into like a couple of TV episodes instead.
Yeah, I didn't find it necessary to be a whole movie. It's like
No.
the Simpsons movie. Like I like it, but I don't feel like it warranted a movie.
No, yeah, same here.
You know?
And again, the movie was average. A couple of funny things, especially Spider Pig. Spider Pig does whatever Spider Pig does, but
They had Spider Pig plushies. People were carrying all over Universal.
oh god,
From the Springfield land. That was the best
Yeah.
part of fucking Universal, was going
Nice.
to Springfield. I had a Duff beer at Moe's Tavern.
yeah, I had texted back to you. It's like, what? Didn't have a flaming Mo?
Yeah, they didn't. I was like, what the fuck?
Ah.
You can't carry 151 at Universal, apparently. Those people fucking hated their lives, bro.
Oh.
Those Universal employees fucking hate their lives.
Damn.
Mo would have had a sunnier disposition than these fuckers at this tavern. Drink your beer, get the fuck out. I would have been like, "Ah." These guys were like, yeah, may I help you?
Oh wow.
Would you like a $16 Duff? But they're actually good, bro. They had, because it's October, they had Dufftoberfest.
Oh really?
And it was fucking good, bro. That shit was good.
Oh,
Right across,
shit.
they had like Duff Gardens right across from Moe's.
Oh
But
cool.
it was the Dufftoberfest theming and all that. So like, remember one of them, they had the Duff beer bottles with the people in them, the
Yep.
faces. They had those out. Like, it was pretty funny.
Oh, sweet. Yeah, it's like I had been at the Universal, like the Springfield down in Florida once, but yeah, I think actually at the time they didn't even have like service at Moe's Tavern. It was like, oh, you go in, you check it out. Oh, it looks like Moe's Tavern. Okay, leave. But
Get the fuck out.
yeah, so
It
at
looked
least,
like
at
the
least
other
you
half
got
looked
something
like
there.
a Krusty Burger. Like we walked in and it was more the Moe's Tavern area, the pool table and
Yeah.
the bar. They had the big like Simpsons looking TV playing clips from the bar scenes in Simpsons, and then like on the other side, we didn't go over there because it was so packed, but it looked like the food area was kind of set up like a Krusty Burger.
Oh,
But
interesting.
there was so many people over there. Like, we'll stick over here. But yeah, it was
Sweet.
good. Good times.
Excellent. So it sounds like we both had some some good trips there. Some 20 years in the making.
We had one fucking really weird moment where I thought the whole plane was gonna throw up.
Oh no.
When we were coming back from the LA to Chicago flight, we hit some fucking bad turbulence. And
Ooh.
like 6-7 minutes, we're just fucking hopping around. I was just like, I'm gonna fucking puke. And we're descending while we're doing it.
Oh, lovely.
So you already have that like.
So your
gut-
stomach's descending too at that point.
So I was just like, I'm like, oh, I'm looking around and everyone's kind of got the same look, like wide-eyed, like, and everyone's swallowing, like, trying to like swallow the vomit down their fucking throat. And And I literally thought, I looked in the pouch in front of me looking for the vomit bag. There was no bag.
Wow.
And I was like, oh my God, I'm going to fucking puke. And I saw one woman get up on the other side of the plane in all this turbulence. She's falling all over the place. I see her go up to the stewardess, like, can I get a bag? I'm going to puke. And she goes, I can't get up to give you one right now because it's not safe. Go back to your seat. So I'm like, all right, I know that woman's got to puke.
Oh,
I
boy.
feel sick as shit. So finally we land like minutes later. And I was like, oh my God. I looked back. Anthony was behind me, the other actor from the film.
Mhm.
And I turned to him. I was like, bro, I felt like I was going to throw up. He goes, me too. And then like 4 people around us were like, dude, that was terrible. I feel like I'm going to be sick. And so as soon as they let us off the plane, everyone fucking beelines for the bathroom. And we're all just standing there like, is it going to happen? Is it going to happen? I thought for sure I was going to puke. I didn't, but I was like, oh,
Wow.
it was bad.
Our kingdom for some Dramamine.
Fucking, dude, I was like, wouldn't it be funny as shit though if like everyone on the whole fucking flight just chain reaction starts puking?
Oh my God.
Now that would be fucking amazing. Because as soon as you see one person puke, everyone's gonna.
Oh
start
yeah. Well, it's like Stand By Me, where the pie eating contest. It's like
Or
the whole
Family Guy.
idea was to make everyone puke.
Family Guy when there's blah.
But I'm glad your 20-year premonition there has come true, and we look forward. Like everyone out there, we will keep tabs. Jay will update us when Deer Camp 86 will be available to go see in a theater, see it on streaming, purchase it.
Yeah, like I said, if you're in
we'll
Dublin,
know-
Ireland, if you happen to be
Yes,
in Dublin,
if
Ireland,
you want to see it in
listening,
Ireland,
check out Horrorthon. I think there's one. What did they say? Houston, Atlanta, and I think there might have even been a New York one coming up.
Okay.
I'll double check.
Oh
and
yeah,
let you
let me
know.
know because I might check that one out. Also I know what's his name. I think also likes to hit those Lloyd Kaufman from Troma.
And if you, like I said, if you're in Michigan, November 4th, up in Manistee, out in the middle of nowhere, we got a screening coming up there too. So
Sweet.
I'll be at that one. So
Well, I think it's time to wrap up, and if
always wrap it up, kids.
yes, remember
Child
wrap it up.
support's expensive, as are medical bills.
Yeah, if people want to, reach out to us, you can reach out to us at how can they reach out to us?
You forgot.
It's like-
Sitcommyface at gmail.com. You can tweet us at sitcommyface. Facebook.com/sitcommyface. What else are we on? We're on Internet Archive. If you, I said, I was shocked how many people are over there. I started doing some shorts for our YouTube because apparently they get views for some reason. I don't know why.
Sweet.
Shorts
I'm
go
gonna
right
check
into the
those out.
algorithm. Shorts go right into the algorithm because they're trying to compete with TikTok. So, whatever. We'll do some of those. And, what's your Twitch?
Oh, my Twitch is twitch.tv/netnick191, and yours is.
And mine is twitch.tv/bidwellfog, BIDWELLFOG. I think that's it, right? We
And
good?
I think those are pretty much the ways to find us. Yeah, we also do have a Twitter thing there, but we'll start posting there soon.
You can
I
find
promise.
me peeking through this window every now and then, but wouldn't recommend it. I don't wear pants a lot, so I wouldn't recommend it.
But to all those out there, keep stay tuned, and we will let you know about Deer Camp 86.
Ew.
So till next time, what do we want them to do for us, Jay?
Well, now that I'm a celebrity, it should be a lot easier to get you to sitcom my face.
Well, Sitcom My Face. Good day.